everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be diving into something a little different. We're going to be talking about Perfect Wiki, the perfect dark page on Fandom Wiki. Now, if you're not familiar with what Fandom Wiki is, it's basically like Wikipedia, but for fans. It covers everything from games to movies to TV shows, and as you probably guessed, there is a perfect dark page where fans like me, and maybe some of you, can share everything they know about the game. It's a community effort, and anyone can add to it, which has its pros and its cons. But let's start out with the good. Fandom Wiki is an incredible way to pull together knowledge. Fans can add their own findings, update things quickly, and share niche information that you might not find anywhere else. And as for games as legendary as Perfect Dark, this is awesome. There's a ton of lore and Easter eggs that really passionate players have discovered over the years. And fandom gives us a place to put all of that info in one spot. And that's where things can get messy too, because anybody can edit. You run the risk of, let's just say, some imaginative contributions. Things that someone might think are true, but really aren't. And over the years, I've definitely spotted some weird and inaccurate stuff on Perfect Wiki. The information often has no sources backing it up, which is a big problem. I mean, how are you supposed to know if what you're reading is legit? Let me tell you a quick story about this. I was trying to find all the hidden cheese wedge locations in Perfect Dark. You know, the iconic cheese hidden in each level. So I go to Perfect Wiki to check out the page on the hidden cheese locations. First of all, the page itself is a mess. It starts out with a random explanation on what cheese is, which I think we can all agree is a little bit unnecessary. And then it says that the reason for the cheese being in the game is unknown. Like, hold on, it's not some secret that the cheese is there, because on Air Force One there's a pipe that looks just like a wedge of cheese. And one of the developers, Brett Jones, noticed it, and they added wedges to every other level as an inside joke. This is not some big mystery, so I posted about it on Twitter clearing things up, and what do you know? I get a message from none other than our white goose. The goose himself, who's a huge figure in Perfect Dark, reached out to me. He pointed out something even stranger. On the wiki, the president's name is listed as Josh Clanton. Now, if you've ever played Perfect Dark, you know that nowhere in the game is the president ever referred to by any name. Goose told me that he noticed it before and was just as confused. So I got curious and went on a hunt for any source of that name. I checked old guides, reviews, magazines, and even old Perfect Dark websites on the Wayback Machine, and there was nothing. The name Josh Clanton doesn't exist anywhere in Perfect Dark materials, not even the name Josh. I wanted to confirm my suspicions, so I go onto the wiki's edit history page. What do I find? In 2014, an anonymous user added the name Josh, and that was it. 3 years later, someone requested a source, but no one ever found one. And for 10 years, this fake name has sat there, unchallenged. People made videos and blogs posting this as a reference, thinking it was canon, myself included. And it's wild to think that we just all accepted this. It made me wonder, if the president's name was fake, what else on these pages could possibly be inaccurate? It's kind of a wake-up call to really dig for solid sources when you're learning about games you care about. Actually, about a year ago, I teamed up with the owner of Perfect Wiki because I wanted to help up clean some misinformation and contribute some high-quality renders that I'd worked on and found. I was doing my best to improve the page when, suddenly, my admin privileges got revoked. No message and no reason. And they even started removing the credits and the sources for the images that I'd added. I eventually had to request my contributions be credited again. I don't really know what happened, but it rubbed me the wrong way. It's in the past now, and I'm sure whatever happened can be chalked up to a misunderstanding. It was so long ago now that whatever it was, I'm over it. But if you're wondering why I don't go fix this information, there's your explanation. Listen, I'm not saying this to send anybody on a witch hunt. Please do not go message any of these people. They're working on these wikis for good intentions, and they do a great job at it. But it's just a reminder that if you really care about getting accurate information out there, you need to make sure it's sourced. You can't just go trusting everything you read on Perfect Wiki, or really any wiki for that matter. If you want reliable information on Perfect Dark, I'd recommend checking out Perfect Dark Recon, or using the Wayback Machine to find the original sources. And if you're serious about making a difference on these wiki pages, help by adding sources or fixing things where you see mistakes. But let's keep it respectful, yeah? Well, that's all I have for you today. If your name is Josh Clanton, I got my eye on you. Don't forget to do all those YouTuber things everyone's always been talking about, and have a perfectly dark day.